As trustee at Street Providence, I'm delighted to welcome each and every one of you today as we gather to celebrate this significant milestone, the 7th anniversary of our beloved NGO Street Providence Trust, dedicated to serving the hungry and the homeless.
Here's something from the people who you all have been helping. They are here, and some of the most intelligent and bright people listen to them. They are giving their testimony as to how they are, how are they being served and helped in the shelter homes.
I reformed to Goa College of Pharmacy. I worked as a pharmacist for a couple of years. I really enjoyed my work. I was financially independent and could take care of myself. Later on, I was diagnosed with mental illness. I took medication and was on the way to recovery. My life was going well. I was happy that despite of my disabilities, I became so sick that I could not take care of myself. I could not understand what was going wrong with me. When I am sick, I am totally different person. My sister took a lot of pain and effort to take care of me. I know it was difficult for her, but she did not give up. However, my situation became worse and it was decided that I should be admitted to Street Providence Shelter Home. Here I arrived in November 2023. Here I received medical care, attention, food, clothing, love of caregivers and lots of friends. I love vocational and art classes. I love cooking. When teacher teaches us some new dish, I love it. I love rehab sessions also. Ma'am takes us to beaches and other new places.
My name is Mayur Chudiwal. I am originally from Pune. I have no one. I came to Goa in July 2019 with a friend. He told me he will give me a job. I had some money. We both come together. After some time, he took all my money and left. I had nothing. I was homeless, no money and no job. I was sleeping at the bus stop. Once I was sleeping at the bus stop near Donald Sir's home. He saw me and asked me what I am doing here. Since I have no one, he took me to his shelter home and looked after me. They gave me food, clothing, took me to the doctor as I diagnosed with schizophrenia, a serious mental disease. Bought medicines for me. I was happy. But after some time, I got bored and left. Now again same situation. No food, no money and no home to live. So I came back to Donald Sir and said, please take me back. Donald Sir is very strict. He wanted to know why I went away, if there was a reason. But there was no reason. Everything was good. But Sapne Sir said let him give another chance and they took me back in the shelter home. But now my medical condition has become worse because when I ran away, I was not taking any medicine. But Sapne Sir took me to the hospital and once again I got better. Now I started helping in the shelter home. I helped to the other residents. I listened to the caregiver. He taught me some work. I like it in the shelter home. But again I left. I don't know why I did this. After a few days I was very weak and hungry. It was in the rainy season. It was cold and I had no place to sleep. I decided to go back. I came to Donald Sir. When he saw me, he asked me, Mayur, why are you doing this? Just when you get better, you leave and come back when you are worse. It takes us so long to stabilize you. Now so much more work for the staff to help you get better. I said, I am sorry sir, I get tempted, but I promise you I will not do this again. I knew he was angry with me, but he also wanted to help me. He called Sapne Sir. They both agreed to give me one last chance. I am readmitted in the shelter home. Now it is 3 years since the last time I left. I am still on medication daily, but I am leading a normal life. I help in the shelter home and sometimes in the distribution of food. I like watching TV, especially sports. I keep busy all the day, sometimes in the shelter home and sometimes I go out too. I thank you all of you coming here today and listening to my story. Thank you very much.
Interesting people, and it can be so challenging for the people in Street Providence.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Pawan Pilankar from Anjuna, Goa. My mother and I lived in a small house in Anjuna. I am a person with mental disabilities. I cannot hold a job. I need medication, but we did not have money to buy the medicines. My mother worked, and because of that, we had food to eat. But when she became old, we had very hard times. My mother became sick. I did not know how to look after her. I could not look after myself. Those days were very bad. Neighbors were helping us, but we needed more help. When Donald sir came to see us at my house, he decided to help us. In August 2020, both my mother and myself were admitted in the Street Providence Shelter Home. My mother was so sick that she could not walk and only on bed, but Street Providence took good care of her. I was taken to the doctor and my medical treatment started. Slowly I kept getting better. Today I am completely well. I help in the shelter homes. I serve food to other residents. The caregiver says I do good work. The other boys like me. We have a nice time. Sometimes we play football or cricket in the evenings. We watch TV also. I help in the shelter homes and sometimes Sapne sir takes us out. Once Sapne sir did a barbecue of chicken for us. It was nice. He tells me to stay focused on my good health. Donald sir is strict. He tells me to eat well and keep busy. I am happy here. I thank all of you who helped me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you very much.
So this is one part of it, and the main thing you must remember, our theme, the motto of Street Providence, dare to dream. So yes, because we dare to dream, we have reached this far, and we hope to go much further. And I shall just read a small quote that I think which really inspired me while I was in service. It's by a Quaker missionary. I shall pass this way but once. Any good that I can do or any kindness I can show to any human being, let me do it now. Let me not defer nor neglect it. I shall not pass this way again. Please keep this in your theme. You all pass this earth just once. So let us do something good. Thank you. And now we will have a presentation of multimedia of the 7 years that Street Providence has been working on. So yes, whether it is a breakfast, it is a lunch or it's a dinner, we are able to cater to the people and they will, I think, that is the greatest message for all of us. Thank you once again for all the stakeholders and we hope you will continue with this. Thank you very much. And we can now
I see that you are distributing food. Street Providence has started this for how long now?
Actually, we are doing it for the last 2 years.
Okay.
By the way, I am Professor I.K. Pai,
Yes.
formerly Professor of Zoology from Goa University.
Okay.
After my superannuation, I have taken this as my social service.
Okay.
We give breakfast in the morning in IPHB.
Yeah.
We give about 50 fellows in IPHB morning breakfast. Then we come to GMC. Here also we give breakfast around 50 persons. And since afternoon, many people are already doing this service, so we don't serve meals in the afternoon. Then we realize that nobody is serving food in the evening.
Yeah.
That's why we have chosen this spot to give food during the dinner time.
Amazing.
This is the dinner we are providing free of cost. This is the part of our social service from the Street Providence, that is the food bank.
Hi, I'm Tanya, Project Coordinator from NGO Udant. On behalf of my team, I would like to thank Street Providence for the continuous support during the lockdown. Since the lockdown began last year, they have helped us out by providing us with food kits that have really helped the needy. We've been approached by numerous people that have lost their jobs, who are suffering due to the inflation. These food kits have really helped them out.
फाटले 2 महिने जाल्ले आसा स्ट्रीट प्रोविडन्स आमकां रेगुलरली हे राशन दिता. ज्या राशनान कमीत कमी ह्या फावटी तर 14 आयटम आसात.
Have all of you all here in front of us. It's our 7th year anniversary आणि बरं दिसता की सरकारीचे मनीस हा आमचे सिस्टर लोक हा FMCK आणि फातिमा कॉन्व्हेंट फॅक्टरींतले थोडे हे आहा रेप्रेझेंटेटिव्स अशें चिंतूंक ना आमी की ह्या परिस्थितीन आमी पावतले इतले बेगीन. सो चालू केले कित्याक बेकार असले म्हणून फ्रिजी असले आमचे कडेन आनी काम धंदो नासलो तेन्ना 7 वर्सां पयलीं. सो चुकोन आमकां ती मॅडम गावली केरलायन, मातशें एडवोकेट म्हणून मातशें कॉम्प्लिकेटेड मनीस. सो आमकां पगार फोन करतले, हे पडले हांगा ते पडले हांगा. एक दीस म्हटलें मॅडम आमच्या वांगडा तुमी कामाक या. ना म्हणाला आमी कोर्टान बीन आसता. हांवें म्हणलें तूं बेश्टें राव थिंगा सायन मारपाक, कोर्टान मागीर पळोवया. सो तशें करून आमी ते ट्रस्ट फॉर्म केले आनी सिस्टम चलोंक लागले पूण जे कोत्तले आमी कितें तें जेवण घेतले आनी रस्त्यार वयतले, रस्त्यासून पोत्तून येतले आनी तोच परिस्थिती. तर चिंतलें आमी बाबा आमी एक घर घालया, ट्राय करुया. पूण घरां तेन्ना मेळोंक ना आमकां. तो आमकां एक मनीस गावलो जॉन्सन सिक्वेरा म्हणून, ब्रदर जॉन्सन. ताका सांगलें बाबा मातसो जागो दी आमकां. सो तेणें तेजे रिट्रीट हाजून आमकां एक जागो दिलो 6 म्हयन्याक. सो 6 म्हयने करून चिंतलें बाबा हे कितें आमी जे कोत्ता तें मातशें कॉम्प्लिकेटेड ते टायमपास न्हू तो. इतले गोंयकार आहा, इतले मनीस मातशे तकलेन सारकें ना. आनी ते परिस्थिती तेन्नाच तो एक रूल येयलेलो RPW एक्ट, पर्सन्स विथ डिसेबिलिटी 2019. तो एक एक्ट येयलेलो आनी त्या एक्टान अशें म्हटलें की गव्हर्मेंट हॅज टू डू दीस. तर तेन्ना म्हाजी ट्यूबलायट पेटली. बाबा सुप्रीम कोर्टान कितें तरी इश्यू काडला न्ही, सरकारान तो एक्ट केलो जाल्यार ताका कितें डिमांड आसतलो फुडाराक. सो भोंवन आमी न्हू खूब डिपार्टमेंटान गेले. एक आसलो तो सोशल वेलफेअर डिपार्टमेंट, तेन्ना एक ताहा आसलो, तो आतां सेक्रेटरी आहा. सो तो म्हणालो मातसो पाशयन्स घे. तर पाशयन म्हणलें कितलें, तो पाशयन म्हणालो 3-4 वर्सां वयतले म्हणालो. म्हणलें तूं आनी तो काणयो सांगता ते हांगाच उरतले आमी. तरी पूण आमी ते सिस्टम चालू केले. वी टूक अ सपोर्ट ऑफ डिफरंट गव्हर्मेंट ऑफिशियल्स. We started first with the police because they were the most complicated people but the most approachable people, because it looked to be their problem but it was not their problem, because nowhere in their manual it says that the police should have shelter homes. But in due course of time we understood that people are turning disability, they are the process had started for people turning mental disability, and we were there at the right time. We had a good team. We have had 2 teams. Till COVID we had 1 team, and during the COVID we had another team. So till before COVID, March 20, there was a good team, but due to some technical reasons the team went away. And it was during COVID that a lot of things stabilized. The government also understood that we were serious. It's not easy dealing with the government because of genuine reasons, सरकार कितें दिसता हे बेश्टे NGO येयला पयशे करून वयतले. थोडे थिंगाय बसला. तो राजाराम एकटो आमचो एक इनमेट बोगर वचोन सांगता हे फक्त पयशे करता आमच्या नांवान. राजाराम खंय रे. सो अशे मनीस आसता आमचे शीन की तांकां पयले शिवाय मरे तांकां थार ना आनी दुसऱ्यांकूय थार दिवचे ना. बट 7 वर्सां जालीं आमी चिंतता की आमचे कडेन आतां एक 240 बेड्स आहा. 240 आमची कॅपॅसिटी आहा. आमी चिंतता आतां 500 कॅपॅसिटी वाडयतले. कित्याक ताका एक कारण आहा ते चडशे आमचे फ्रेंड्स आहा हांगा, चडशे जे रेजिडेंट्स आहा ते सगळे IPHBतले पेशंट. थिंगा एक सुदेश मायेकर, ताकाय खबर आहा कितें प्रॉब्लम्स आसता ते IPHBन. सो ते प्रॉब्लम्स इतले आहा की IPHB आतां जे 200 बेड्स आहा तांचे ते 400 बेड कोत्ता. अशें की तांकां काम धंदो ना. तांकांय खबर आहा की प्रॉब्लम्स इतले आहा आनी लोक इतलो सीक जाता, लोक इतलो दुयेंत जाता कित्याक मायंडाक पीस ऑफ मायंड ना. सो अशें आहा की आमी तातूंत भितर सरले आनी आतां ते भायर सरपाक चान्स ना आनी थिंगा रावपाकूय चान्स ना. भायर जर सरले जाल्यार सरकार तुका आडयता बाबा हे मातशें घे आनी उगी बस. भितर जर रावले जाल्यार तुका ते आनीक घेवचे पडटा. लोक मातशें घे रे, घेना हेंचे पोटां भरली रे, हेंच्यांनी पयशे केले. सो परिस्थिती अशी आहा की द पर्सन विथ डिसेबिलिटी इट्स अ ह्यूज नंबर. इट इज रायझींग टू एन एक्सटेंट. इट इज कवरींग नाव अल्कोहॉल, ड्रग्स, pressure and families. So it is covering various sectors, and there are more people required to enter this service of providing care for people with mental disabilities. In this also we have been able to tap into food. So we were fortunate enough to get food from the governor, which we are getting last 2 years. आनी एक दीस तो आमकां एक गावलो गव्हर्नरचो सेक्रेटरी मीर वर्धन, ताका कितें सांगलां हांवें, तो तापलो, आमच्या तोंडार तोंड जालें, तो आतां गव्हर्नरचो सेक्रेटरी. म्हाका म्हणालो तूं सदांच बोब मारता म्हणालो. हांवें म्हणलें तुका कितें दिसता आमी कशें टायमपास करता हांगा? ना ना म्हणालो. हांवें म्हणलें आमकां जेवण जाय, ते जेवणाचो कॉस्ट वाडटा, 50% आमचो कॉस्ट जेवणानूच आसता. सो म्हाका म्हणालो कितें आयडिया आसा तुज्या? हांवें म्हणलें आमकां ते फॅक्ट्रीन वचूंक जाय. आनी आमी म्हणलें खंयच्या डिपार्टमेंटान गेला? तो म्हणालो थिंगा वचनाकाय, गो टू फॅक्ट्री एंड बॉयलर्स म्हणालो, ते तुजी कामां फास्ट जातली, पण आतां वचनाका म्हणालो, 6 म्हयन्या उपरांत वच. हांवें म्हणलें कित्याक? आतां सद्दां म्हणालो एक इंचाच्या ते वचपाचे आहात, ते तुजे तकलेन बसचे ना. सो 1 वर्स पयलीं आमकां एक संजीत रॉड्रिक्स गावलो. आमी ताजे गेडे उलय प्रपोजल दिलें, प्रपोजल बरो आहा म्हणालो, आमकां मातशें गिव अस 6 months. सो लास्ट 6 months द Department of Factory and Boilers, they called 12-15 companies. We explained the project, they accepted the project, and it has come to a state now that almost 40 to 50% of our food cost, maybe even 60% of our food cost has been taken care by these 7-8 factories, which are daily giving us fresh canteen extra cooked food, which has brought our cost down. So like these projects we keep adding, like these projects we keep seeing what are the problems, but end of the day, frankly speaking, even if I want to put my phone off and go to sleep, it's not possible. And frankly speaking, if I want to keep my phone also on, it's another problem. But we request that more people should come forward, more people should focus on providing care to people with disabilities. We have more than 80% people here who are Goans. A lot of people here who we take care of are, some will permanently be with us because there is no other options. Out of these 80% Goans, at least 60% are permanently going to be with me either till I am alive or either till the shelter home is alive. So that is the paristiti we are in today in Goa, which is much better. But across India, it's a very, very complicated and difficult scenario. I went to Jharkhand once, and I went to the hospital, and the guy said, "Mobile को मत हाथ लगा. Mobile को हाथ लगा तुम फंस जाएगा. इधर देख लो, इसे picture देख लो." And what we saw in the hospital in Jharkhand was extremely, बरं दिसंक ना म्हाका. First time I saw in my life, somebody was chained like this. I had saw different people in that day in the hospital, but I have not seen, म्हटलं खंयच पळोवंक ना. आतां खूब जाण वयता, आमचे खूब जाण फ्रेंड आसता जे मेंटल हॉस्पिटलान वयता. केन्ना पळयला तुमी कोणाक चेन करून हाडला? कोणेच पळोवंक ना. तो असले परिस्थिती आहा थोड्या गांवांनी जे तांकां वखद ना, तांकां फॅसिलिटी ना, थिंगा दोतोर ना, आनी लोक तांकां बांदून दवरता, रुमान घालता, लॉक मारता. म्हाका खबर ना कितें करता ते. सो हांव फक्त देवाक थँक्यू म्हणटा की आमकां एक ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी दिले. बाबा आमचे कडेन टायम आसलो, आमचे कडेन सेटअप आसलो, ते सगळे इट ऑल फिल्ड इन द ब्लँक्स. जे गॅप्स आसले सरकारा कडेन, खूब जाण म्हाका सांगताय तूं बेश्टे बोब मारता मरे. हांव म्हणटा तुमी एनजीओ घाला, तुमी बोब मारा, तुमकांय सरकार पयशे दितले, तुमकांय डोनेशन मेळटले, तुमकां CSR मेळटले. चालू कर, स्टार्ट. If everybody feels NGOs are only making money, it's a wide option. It's a wide option for people to come forward, start a shelter home, do something for the poor. And we take this opportunity to thank our staff, especially the staff who work with us. We have close to 63 staff with us on our payroll, starting from Sapnesh, going to our drivers, going to the caregivers, going to people who work back office, to my sister who we quite often don't agree to agree. We won't talk about Caroline because that's a separate issue. But we are just grateful that the system is working in our favor. Okay, we have had issues. We have asked activists to help us. There is Rama there, there is Tara Kerkar there is Arthur there. Only Shankar Puji is not here, and Pratima. But we need to put pressure on the government, because the government has kept thousands of crores for people with disability, but they are not taking it out. And we as an NGO are permanently putting pressure on the government, which even Guru Pavaskar said. Any government official will tell you, this fellow will come here and fight with us. That is my job. My job is to fight with the government because the government is not doing their job. So we thank everybody present here. We thank Bishop Theodore. We especially thank Sister Vandana. This has been two, they're good and bad. The good part is Sister Vandana gave us the opportunity to start a shelter home for women. We were never having, म्हणजे आमच्या मनान नासले वुमन्स लेडीजाक पळोवपाचे, आमी फकत चिंतले मेनूच पळयताले. पूण तो डिमांड जे येवंक लागलो न्हू तो आमी FMCK, वी वेंट टू FMCK सिस्टर एंड शी सेड येस, बट इट्स नॉट इजी डीलिंग विथ देम बिकॉज दे हैव देयर थिंकिंग, वी हैव आवर थिंकिंग. बट वी कंप्लीटेड विथ FMCK 6 years of ups and downs, fighting and not fighting, and now from FMCK we have branched out into Fatima sisters who are not bad people, or they don't fight with us, but adjustable because they have a sister Edith, 50 years of experience dealing with shelter homes, dealing with people, and we feel happy that we had approached Sister Vandana. If there was no Sister Vandana, believe me, there would have been no woman shelter home in Street Providence at all, because there was no link, there was no cross connection, parallel connection with when we started to put up a women's shelter home. We found it next to impossible. It went further ahead due to Bishop Theodore. He said, I have a nursing college in Jharkhand which is having some issues. So we agreed to sort out that problem. And now we feel that, by end of 2024, we are able to take in, we will have at least 100 ladies suffering from disabilities under our roof. So there were many connections starting from Sister Fatima, Sister Vandana. It went to Bishop Theodore and it now reached Sister Fatima Convent. And we appreciate, the convents providing us space. We appreciate they providing us support in the work we do. Otherwise, they will have never been women shelter homes at Street Providence. So thank you all of you all for coming here. Let's hope we meet again soon with another project, another program at another day. Thank you so much.
Means completion. And every completion is also a launching pad. I take great pleasure to be present wherever the poor are served. Because this has been my life's mission also. And when I
the benefactor who has been and spiritually helping us, let us honor him first. It is first. Bishop, although you have to give it to you, I will give it to you. I give it to Bishop Theodore.
तारा मॅडम, आयज तुमकां स्ट्रीट प्रोविडन्स सन्मानीत केला. ह्या स्ट्रीट प्रोविडन्साचे आख्खे संस्थाचे तुमकां कितें सांगपाचें?
पळय, डॉनल आनी तेजी टीम पळय आसा, तांकां सगळ्यान पयलीं हांव तेंचे देव बरें करूं म्हणटा. कित्याक अशा मनशाची हे लोक सेवा करतात जांकां 2-2 मनीस घरांतले फॅमिलीचे लोक सुद्दां तेंची जी सेवा करिना, आनी त्या लोकांची सेवा हे डॉनलाची सगळी कमिटी हे करता पळय. सगळ्यान पयलीं हांव तांकां तेंची 7 वर्सां पूर्ण जाल्या म्हणून तांकां अभिनंदन करता आनी आमचो तेंच्यांनी सत्कार केला. हांव मना पासून तेंचे आभारी आसा. कित्याक हे जे म्हणजे तुमकां खबर आसा हॉस्पिटलांनी अशा लोकांक सिस्टरी कितें तरी वखदां पाणी दिता, पण हे एक संस्था आसा आनी ह्या संस्थेन अशा रितीनी काम करप आपलो कांय फायदो पळयनासतना फॅमिलीचें काम करपाक सुद्दां लोक फाटीं सरतात, पण हे लोक लोकांचे सगळे लागीं करता. कोणाचे कोण हे कांय न्हू म्हळ्यार 200-300 लोकांक हे लोक इतले भशेन आपले मनीस कशे आपले अपुरबायेन हे लोक काम करतात. खरें तेंचें खरें म्हणलें जाल्यार अभिनंदन करप. हे एवॉर्ड खरें म्हणलें जाल्यार सरकारान हांकांय एवॉर्ड दिवपाचो गरज आसा आनी हांकां सरकारान सगळ्यान पयलीं ह्या लोकांक अशा लोकांक जेन्ना हेल्प करता त्या लोकांक सरकारान सगळ्यान पयलीं पयशे वाडोवनय बी तांकां दिवपाक जाय आनी तेंचे टायमार तांकां पयशे घालपाक जाय. हें चड गरजेचें आसा. कित्याक आमी बऱ्या मनशाक वखद दिवपाक लागून जाल्यार आमकां कितलो त्रास जाता आनी ह्या लोकांची मानसीक इतली वेगळी आसता की ह्या लोकांक वखद खातलो का ना, तो वखद घेतलो का ना म्हणून कंटिन्यू त्या मनशा फाटल्यान रावचें पडटा. 300-400 लोक मनीस एक कशें पळयता आसतलो तो डॉनल आनी तेजी हे टीम सगळी. हांव मनासून तेंचे अभिनंदन करता आनी देवान तांकां सगळ्यांक आरोग्य दिवं, ह्या लोकांची सगळ्यांची सेवा करपाक. आनी सरकारा कडेन मागणें करता की सरकारान डॉनलाचे जे बी पयशे दिवपाचे आसता ते टायम टू टायम दिवचे, कित्याक ह्या गरिबांक आदार करपाक तो डॉनल इतले बरें तेजी टीम काम करता. देव बरें करूं म्हणून मागता तांकां सगळ्यांक.
रामा, आयज तुमकां स्ट्रीट प्रोविडन्सान सन्मानीत केला फॉर युअर गुड वर्क. तुमकां कितें दिसता स्ट्रीट प्रोविडन्साचो फ्युचर कितें जावपाचो?
Yeah, first I would like to thank Street Providence for completing 7 years of service. And thank you so much. This is for my family and whoever have supported me for doing good work. हांव एकूच गजाल सांगूंक सोदतां की हें काम जें करता स्ट्रीट प्रोविडन्स, इट इज अमेझींग जॉब विच दे आर डुईंग. We would like to support them in whatever way it is possible. As an activist, we have been going to the म्हणजे आमचे ऑफिसांनी गव्हर्मेंट ऑफिसीस नाल्यार खंय रिक्वायरमेंट आसता थंयसर आमी येता आनी आमी हेजे फुडें तांकां सपोर्ट करतले. आमी लोकां कडेन हेंच मागता की जाता तितले स्ट्रीट प्रोविडंटाक तुमी सपोर्ट करचे आनी खंयचे फिजिकली जाता नाजाल्यार फायनान्शियल हेल्प जाता नाजाल्यार इन टर्म्स ऑफ वॉट एवर रिक्वायरमेंट्स जे भाशेन तुमकां हेल्प करूं शकता त्या भाशेन तुमी तांकां हेल्प करचें. आनी अशेंच गोंयान आमी जर दिता गोंयान अशें खंयचोच मनीस जो आहा पळय की होमलेस आसचो ना अशें आमी आशा बाळगिता.
डॉनल्ड, आयज तुमचे 7 इयर्साचे सेलिब्रेशन, हाव वॉज इट एंड whom do you give this credit to?
Basically today we completed 7 years. It was challenging bringing all the 180 inmates together in 7 buses. We thank God, we thank the collaborators who have been working with us, especially in the Women's Shelter Home, FMCK and Fatima Sisters. We thank the government for keeping us in the loop, or we keeping them in the loop. We thank our staff, our team members, people who work behind the scenes for putting a lot of effort to get these shelter homes going.
What is your appeal now for this street providence to reach a next greater height?
So basically now we will be attempting to put up a dialysis center for persons with disability. That is the need of the RC. We have physiotherapy, we have stroke recovery, we have bed-ridden patients with disability facilities, but we don't have a facility for disabilities if they require dialysis, and that is due to strokes or due to multiple reasons where they become brain dead and they require this dialysis. So we will be attempting to impress upon the government now that this is the need of the hour, and we assume and presume that before December end, we will be able to put up our first dialysis center for people with disabilities. Take care of your health, okay? Mental disability is rising due to alcohol, due to drugs, due to stress, due to family problems. The healthcare system towards people with disability is not that great at the moment. A lot of people are suffering, so one needs to be sure that you're sleeping 9 hours, you're not consuming excess alcohol, you are living a healthy life. Even if you are poor, it should be a healthy lifestyle, and please take care of your mental health.